So tell me, how are things? Has your husband come down?
He didn't come down last weekend, but he's trying to come down this week.
Have you all seen each other from the time that?
Yeah, well, he came down last weekend.
Okay, he came down last weekend. Was that the first time since he
No, I
left?
think it was the second.
Okay.
Because, like, he'll do one yes and then one no, one yes.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. And how was that?
This past weekend, it was good. It felt nice. There were times where I would not want to fight, but I would get mad over little things. And I wasn't, I would let it go real quick. I wouldn't stay. And it was good overall. We went to church as a family and everything, and then he left Monday morning, like at 4 in the morning, to drive to San Antonio for work. And then we started butting heads. We started fighting a lot. And it got to the point where he just felt like he's like, I feel like I'm going back to how I used to feel. Like if I'm going crazy, I feel like I don't know what to do, and you're making me feel like I have to walk on eggshells around you again. And he's like, because I don't want to get you mad or trigger you or anything. And so we took like a 2-day break, no talking at all. But then I talked to him and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like that we're married and we're not talking. And I was like, it's already hard enough you living away. And then for us not to talk, like, what is that? And then he would tell me it's because he wants to focus on himself, and that's what his therapist tells him. He needs to focus on himself, heal himself, and then he can worry about the marriage and fix us. And I agree, and I'm like, you can heal, but I feel like we can still talk and work it out too at the same time, because I want to heal too, and I want to fix myself. And he's like, yeah, but we've had this conversation before. And I'm like, yeah, Jeremy, but now it's different. Like, you did something that hurt me, and I feel like you're rushing me to heal and not bring it up and move on from it. And he's like, no, I'm not trying to rush you. I want you to, I understand and everything, but it's like, I'm just tired of the fighting, the constant fighting. It's like, that's not what I want. He's like, I just want to be happy and at peace with you. So today we've been fine, but then he wanted to go to the gym at the college. And I told you I was I'm possessive and jealous. So I just said, just please respect me. And he's like, always. Which, that's also something I would tell him at work before when he worked at the camp and then the work. But I just left it at that. I said, okay, have a good workout. But I felt where it got hot and my blood was rising. And I was just like, no. He's in God's hands, whatever he does, that's on him. And I don't want to be like that anymore. So I have to let go slowly.
Good for you. I'm very proud of you doing that. Just go and just respect me. That's awesome that you were able to do that, because I bet that took a lot, for you. But would it be fair to say, from what you say, is he correct in thinking, okay, we're going in circles here, right? Because
I feel like we are, but I don't it's like I told you in the beginning, if before I didn't trust you, and now it's gonna be worse. But I do want to stay with him. I do want to move forward from it, and I've been doing good. I haven't asked him questions about her or anything from the past. I've just been focused on now and forward. And that's how I want to keep it. I don't want to go back, because what's the point if I'm just hurting myself? And on a religious point, I've been having very demonic dreams. On Sunday night, the morning that he left, I had a dream that we were at my house. I came out of my room and there's a hallway going to the back door to the backyard. I sensed something was there, but I didn't see anything. But I started to pray to our Father,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't speak. I was like, mumbling. And I still tried to say it, but nothing would come out. And then I woke up, and then that's when the men started fighting and butting heads and like everything. I found that kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 nights ago, I had a dream that me, him, and my daughter were in my room on the bed. And from the kitchen wall, if somebody's walking by, you can see their shadow. So I was looking outside my door, and I saw like a creepy, like arched shadow. Like you can tell it was creepy. And I was like, wait, it's the devil, like he's coming to us, like he's coming for us. And I closed my eyes and I had my daughter. And I told him, like, start praying. And I started saying, Lord Father again. And I couldn't talk. I was mumbling. And I couldn't, like, words would come out a little more than the first time, but I couldn't say it fully. Like a deaf person when they talk.
Right.
That's how I
So
sounded.
that sounds muffled, maybe a little bit.
And then I started feeling warmth, like hot, going up my back. So in my head, it was the devil, like, close to me. And then I started feeling like a sharp pain, like if he was hurting me in some way, like where it would make me go like that. And then I kept praying, and then I woke up, or I opened my eyes, and he was gone. The devil was gone, and my husband was gone. And it was just me and my daughter. And like I was like, oh my gosh, like the devil took Jeremy, he took him. And I was panicking, and then all of a sudden, my husband popped in the room, and he's like, oh, like nothing. He's like, oh, like, I finished talking to Deacon Juan. And I was like, what? And then I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go talk to Deacon Juan this week about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because and my mom's like, obviously you're in a spiritual battle,
Right.
but I think it's really weird how I'm turning on, and I can't pray.
Uh-huh. How it stops you from speaking. Oh, wow. Yes. Definitely something that I think the deacon I'd be interested in what he tells you.
Yeah.
Share with me what, I don't know, your faith is definitely, being tested, and it's a combination of both. It's almost, with your husband and how it's intertwined. Wow. But yeah. Have you made an appointment to speak to him, or how is it
I
that you?
messaged him, and he's like,
Okay.
I can probably do Wednesday or Thursday, but I'll let you know. But then I remembered Wednesday is the couples therapy.
Right.
And I was like, oh, hopefully he has Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Wednesday at 7. That I was going to ask you, would you rather do it? Because I know your husband is going to do online, and so it's completely up to you. We can do in person or we can do online. Jennifer, who was here, is going to be the co-counselor, so she can do, like, she's going to have him be online, and then you if you're here, or if you want to just all join in a group chat, it's completely up to you.
Is that his therapy? His coaching?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does she know?
I don't know that she knows that you're her. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, we haven't shared or anything before. Yeah, usually when we're going to counsel, we will, we were going to meet before that day, just to kind of, you don't want to share too much because you don't want the person to already have a predisposed perspective. It's just kind of like, because he's still, her, she counsels him, and then so you look at the person individually, and then you look at them together as a dynamic. So sometimes if you give them, then you already have this predisposition of, so it's always good to have a fresh perspective. So that'll be fine. And then you tell me, just depending how it goes after that, if what's going to be better for you guys, if individually moving forward, or each one of the, or just as a couple. We'll see how it goes. You can decide then, and we'll just see how it goes. But I like what you said earlier, that, and it's the exact same thing that I've told you before. You've got to do you before you can do the couple. And it sounds difficult because it's going on simultaneously. It's not like we can put it aside. But from what you said right now to not speaking, well, that doesn't fix anything, right?
Yeah.
And you were very right in saying, okay, this is gonna do what? You know, it's not gonna help us move forward at all.
Yeah.
But I know that, for example, him being at home, and I'm going back here, restating what you said to make sure that I'm getting, for example, you said that when he was at home, you find yourself like you want to get mad, but then you're like, no, I'm not gonna. Okay, what are those things that make you like irritable, or are those things that you say may trigger you a little bit that make you mad?
Well, again, with the jealousy and like possessiveness, we went to my daughter's event, and when they had that city birthday party thing
Mm-hmm.
at the gym over there, we were there, and there was like a girl kind of dressed provocative sitting behind us, and we were standing, and he kept like looking back, and I'm like, "Are you looking at her?" And he's like, "Ooh." And I told him, he's like, "No, I wasn't even looking at her." That was something that was really bothering me, and I told him. He's like, "No, I wasn't looking at her. I wasn't disrespecting you." Like I saw her, but then like I didn't like pay attention after that. So that was something. But then I was like, just let it go. Like why stay mad? And then I remember the other things, but it wasn't really fighting. It was more like loving, and like I felt loved. Like when he got here, he hugged me really tight. And he was like, "I missed you so much," and like he gave me kisses and everything. And even at church, like it was him, then my son, then me, then my daughter. But then my daughter moved over there with him, and I was like at the end by myself. And then like once we went to get the bread, he got behind me so he can sit next to me when we got back to the bench. And I sat down after we got the bread, and he like hugged my arm, and he was just like that. And I was like, I felt loved, and like it was a good day.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started butting heads once he left. And it wasn't even about him cheating or anything. It was just little things that we would go back and forth because we can't communicate. It's either I'm right or he's right, and we're no, you're twisting things, and no, and it's like back and forth, and it's like that's something that we both need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like if you were to ask me what were you guys fighting about those 3 days, I don't
That
know.
was going to be my next question.
Yeah,
It's kind of like would you say it's like a power struggle?
I really don't. We're different things.
Is it difficult for him? Do you ever say, oh no, you're right? Or does he say, who would say that more, you think?
I feel like he shuts down and says, okay, just so we can stop fighting. And that's where he suppresses everything and it's like, I'm not going to argue.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just hold it in. And that's what he's done. And that's why feels the way he feels because he just suppresses it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, if something's bothering me, I'm going to tell you.
What would you say would happen if he just, do you think he tells you what he really feels?
I feel like if I ask him, yes, he'll tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Like these days that we weren't speaking, I told him like I feel very unloved. I feel like you're just dragging me along for what reason?